Welcome to Bigfoot and the Bunny. I'm Chris Carr.
And I'm
It's not
Kristen
Bigfoot and the
Johnson.
Bunny. Did I
Oh
say
my
that?
God.
Oh my God, I'm confusing it with our show on Saturdays called Bigfoot and the Bunny. This is the Dark Horse Paranormal Podcast.
Yes, it is.
Live. See, we know.
Crack myself up.
Yeah, psh.
Wow.
Wow.
That's because
Drinking too many Dr. Peppers here. Not to be confused with Mr. Pibb, who is not licensed to practice
being a doctor.
sodiology. I don't know. In any state. But
we're a little odd bit because our guest kind of is running late.
he's running late. He's trying to join. And um it's psychic Chris Garcia, and he's having a little trouble getting into the live stream. So we're just gonna hang out and talk, and you know, do our thing. I've got some EVPs and spirit box clips loaded up on our board. So some of these I know we played on the show before, but not in a while. Not this particular show. And this is supposed to be a little bit more paranormally. Is that a word?
Chris joined.
Oh, I think Chris might be joining. Oh, hold on one sec, guys. Let me see if I can get him here.
Chris?
Hey, Chris. Can you hear us?
I'm here. Yes.
Hi.
Yeah, you're here, but you can't see you.
Oh, there we go.
Something.
Oh, it's the other way.
Yeah, I see the floor.
Yes.
Hey, some shout outs out there in the audience. Alexandra, Laura Smith, Steve Duran, Shelly and Dodd, Anne Marie Young. Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, Miss Anne Marie Young.
Oh, there you are. That's perfect. Hey,
how you doing?
How
I
you
had
doing
to
tonight?
turn it around. I had to turn it around because I was like, this is not going to work.
Oh, yeah, there you go. It's working now. So, how you been, Chris? We haven't talked in a while. I think you were last on our Bigfoot and the Bunny, not to be confused with Dark Horse Paranormal.
No.
Back in June, I think. How have you been?
Yeah, I've been, I've been like really busy. And I mean, I've had more of a, like, I guess you can say I've been doing a lot of readings for people. Um, there's been a lot of, I guess you can say more of missing person cases that I'm doing. Um, but it's been just very interesting because I mean, I've had like more people, I guess you could say, reach out to me, and I've been just, yeah, it's been insane. So, but but it's been cool, to help people. And
Hmm.
sorry guys, I'm actually sharing the link to everyone,
I know you've been
but
busy
yeah,
because
it's been
I
just
have you on Facebook, and it seems like you're doing a lot of shows now. You're definitely keeping a busier schedule than earlier in the year. So that's good news.
yeah, yeah,
We appreciate you coming on tonight.
yeah, and then I've
Yes,
been
thank you.
helping people. Yeah, you're welcome. And
Nice.
but it's been kind of an interesting journey as as I go along with everything. But
Hmm.
but that's what picked up. I've had people that want me on to where I'm doing like more. I'm supposed to have an interview, but I can't really say too much. Um,
Hmm.
but there is an interview I'm just waiting on. One of my friends made actually a predicament because I told her that uh, somebody from the local area was supposed to have me on. So she was asking me because she saw one of the shows that I did, and then she wanted to know like if I was like what do I do on paranormal investigation.
Hmm.
So so basically it was kind of like like what do you do, like how do you help people and stuff like that. So um, but yeah, it's been kind of interesting. My readings have been really kind of scary. Sorry, but they've been kind of scary. to the point where I think I'm like scaring the crap out of people. But that it's not so much that, it's just the validation. It's like you know, like like hard on things where it's just it's you know as the times that I get more validation, I mean to me I don't care how good you are. It's always good to get validation. I think you could be the best psychic,
Mhm.
um, and I do feel that I want to say it's very important because it tells you like if you're on the right path or if you're doing the right thing. So it kind of just opens up, opens things up, and it just gives you clarity of that you know that you're doing right, you know.
Mhm.
So
Right.
that kind of does mean a lot to me when I get that clarification for people. Hi everybody. Hi Michelle.
You got a lot of
But
hellos out
the
there
thing
Yeah.
is,
tonight, Chris.
it
Yeah.
is,
So you've been keeping busy, you've
and
been on the right side of things. I'm sure some people out there have some questions and are looking
yeah,
forward to you maybe giving them a little insight on their lives, some psychic insight.
Mhm.
You've been a psychic since you were 5 years old. That's right.
yes, sir. So, but it's just
Anyone
an
out there?
honor to help people. Um, the thing is, um, you know what was crazy, Chris? I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, dude. When you said to come in, a few minutes before we just did this live,
Mhm.
I was just doing a reading, but they came all the way to my house, okay? And they just left maybe about, I'd say about 30 minutes ago. And then my friend Michelle in the chat called me, and I thought, this is kind of weird how she's calling me. And I do believe that everything is a message, and
Mhm.
I have to introduce them to my friend. I feel like I need to for some reason. And it's just, I don't know. It's to me, everything's a sign. And it was weird because I was calling me while I'm doing the reading, but I was already done with the reading. And then I got the message, and you're like, "Chris, can you um, come in early?" And then I look at the time, and I'm like, damn, I gotta like cleanse myself real quickly because I did a reading.
I
So
imagine the
I had
time
enough time
flies.
to take a
Probably
shower
getting
and then change. Yeah, yeah, and then they came all the way out here to get a reading. I actually connected with her because the one that I was reading was my friend's daughter, which we knew each other when she was uh because her mom's always with her, and I said you can do, it don't matter. And and we connected, and I made her cry, and I said, I know that you're not telling your mom everything. I said, what I'm concerned about is I see guys around you. And I was doing the cards, and I see the lovers card. I said, there's like 5 guys around. And I said, be careful what you post on social media. Then I connected that. I said, you're going to inherit a lot, when your mom passes away, but your mom's alive. I know. And then I started crying. And then I told her, I said, you're worried, aren't you? And she goes, yes. And then her mom started crying. And she goes, she never told me that. And I said, because her mom, I thought me and her mom were good friends. And I said, she's not going to tell you everything. She doesn't want you to worry. I know that you being a parent, you're worried about her, but as a daughter, she's worried about you because she just lost um, her father, the one that raised her as like a father.
That's
And
sad.
it's been already, I want to
Sounds-
say like maybe 3 years, I think, if I'm correctly. So all she has is her mom, and she tells me, Chris, I pray every day that God doesn't take me because once I'm once I'm gone, it's like she can go to her other sister, but but his family doesn't really talk to her. And I told her in the reading, I said, they're gonna come to be scavengers to get, something from you. Because I said, you're too nice. I said, you remind me a lot like, like me. And I said, you're the only child. I mean, theoretically, she just
got
And
some
it was
questions out
funny
there
because I was doing a reading.
if you want to
Yes, I
get to
know, I
that.
saw that.
I understand. Sorry, but it's a lot of to unpack with
Yeah,
that.
here.
Joss, I think I'm saying it right. Joss Chevanavert. I don't know if I'm saying the last name correctly. Ask, what does my future hold? Do you see anything for Joss, Chris?
Okay, for Josh. Okay, well, let's see what we got. Okay, for Josh, I don't know if you can hear me. Hopefully, I come out clear. Sorry, just real quickly, I just popped in. So, for Josh, what I was told to tell you is if you have intentions where you just wish somebody harm, don't worry too much about them. More focus on you because I'm being told that if you don't have hate or anger, you're gonna receive more than what you can bargain for. Is what I'm seeing. Okay, you're gonna receive more than what you're bargaining for, and they're telling me that your wish will come true, but you just gotta um, just tell God or whoever you pray to forgive you for your sins. Okay, and then it's also telling me a newcomer is coming to your family. I almost want to say someone that's probably interested in you, or someone that's interested in someone else. Is what I'm seeing with that.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you.
But for me, also, there's a successful love affair coming your
Oh,
way too. I do feel that you're going to be attracting a lot of women. But I was also told to tell you to focus on your education because it's going to be a great asset. And I also feel that they're telling me that you need to get more in tune with the Holy Spirit, what they're telling you, the Holy Bible. Um, I don't know what your religion is. I'm not judging you, but I was told to just be more open to God and just do more of light. Because I do feel that there is dark ancestors that want, like, they want your energy because they love it, but it doesn't mean that you have to do because we all have light ancestors, we have dark ancestors. So basically, what I'm seeing is that you have that free will to choose what path you want. But regardless what path, sometimes you got to realize that sometimes if you're like on going on the crossroads, you got to realize that sometimes and this will happen, that no matter how lost you're gonna be, God is gonna guide you into that path. And no matter what is and like intercepting, like there's like almost like a roadblock, okay? But if you have a clear mind and you put the intent, you tell the universe what you want, but you gotta be very specific. Okay, so just be careful on how you manifest it because what you're asking for, they're gonna give it to you, but it might not be the way it's supposed to happen. If that makes kind of sense. So, Josh, hopefully that makes sense. If that's what the way if I said your name right. Um, but please let me know if that makes a lot of sense. And if you want more of a private reading, then Chris and Christine can tell you how to contact me, or if it shows on my
absolutely. And we've got
Yes.
it
oh
down
yeah,
there
it
in the
does show
ticker.
my information at the
Um,
top. I didn't see.
People can reach you by phone by dialing 210-974-3470. And you can be found on Facebook pretty readily
Hmm.
and other social media outlets. And your email, if you choose to email Chris for a reading, would be Garcia, the way it sounds, 187bluelove at gmail.com. Garcia 187bluelove at gmail.com. And we got another question here, and it's a pretty good one. So, like when you were just doing that reading, that was pretty in depth right off the bat,
Hmm.
Chris. David Kieran wanted to know if you can do a reading by someone's name. And I don't, is it the name? Does the name help you, or do you just
like
You
name,
can
maybe
connect to
birthday.
their energy. Like,
Yeah.
how do you normally do this when you do a private reading? What is it you're connecting to?
Well, I mean, I can get a name, and then sometimes it just, I don't know, I can't explain it. It just, I'm so like in tune with stuff that it comes natural. I mean, there's times where I'll ask them, if you have a specific question or a specific something, don't tell me too much. Just say like, I just want to know if Mike is going to come back to me. Just an example. Then don't tell me anything else, and I can just put that question. But most of the time, I just connect like that just with me. Um, I don't know how it does it. My guides do that because my grandma was one of my guides, by
So
the way.
you think you're
Um,
talking to your
so
guides, and
that's how
it's
it.
a spiritual connection, and you're a true medium.
Yes, yes, sir.
That's excellent.
Mhm.
Yep. And
Um,
what was the name that she wanted to ask about?
uh, I know I'm not sure. I think he was just more curious that like if that's how you did your readings and that you could do these kind of on the spot readings. It's fascinating to us, and I'm sure a lot of our audience that you can just quickly grasp something about the people. And I know when the last time you were on, like these readings are spot on. Michelle LaPrairie asks,
Yeah,
"Read
give me
me." Yeah.
Hi, Michelle. Um, one thing that I do see is that she's a good friend of mine. She's a big supporter of me. Um, like I do still see someone coming in your life. Um, but I would say just don't close the door on that person. You know who I'm talking about. Um, there is lessons learned when you're supposed to. There's obstacles that you're gonna feel like, why is this happening? Why is this? It's because you're very outspoken minded that some of the men or the men that you might be talking to might not really, they're going to have a problem with women because it's always basically what I see is that if you're with one person, that person's not going to want you to work because he's very old fashioned to where else I'm the man, I'm going to take care of the woman. But I'm being told, I don't know, if I'm going to be with someone, I'm going to be able to, I want to work too. I don't want to put it too much on you. And then later on, you're going to be like, you're going to be throwing that back in my face, like, you didn't work, you didn't do this. And then you're going to be like, well, you said you didn't want me working. So it's kind of like, okay, that's what I just heard. It's going to be a black flash. That's what I heard. So just know that you're going to come across that person. Um, I want to still see Valentine's, something about Valentine's coming for some reason. And then that's when you're going to start seeing different changes in different people's mood shifts. So that's what I'm seeing with that. And the other person I do see, like the one that I just done, I actually see that this person is a person that loves to read. He's okay, that was a word, a bookworm. Funny, sorry. I don't want to say that this person has vision and dreams, kind of just like very determined and very ambitious and very determined on what he wants. And I'm being told that this man knows what he wants in life. He doesn't want a cheater. He doesn't want a liar. He wants to say the truth. And I'm being told that there's victory coming. So I see like almost kind of like, and it's showing the 6 of Wands. So I see like there's a lot of progress. And I'm being told that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. And I just feel that you have a lot of gifts that you need to share with others. I don't know if that makes sense, Michelle, but I do feel that even though for me and you talk quite often, but I just feel that you're gonna discover more. And they're telling me that you're okay. That was weird. They're telling me that you're a star seed, so you might want to look that up. You're like an old gifted person that comes from many years ago. So hopefully that makes sense, Michelle. And by the way, okay, let me see what time it is. I don't know what time it is. But anyway, if they're watching, which I do feel like they are, I just want to say hi, Hannah and Heavenly, if they're watching. So,
That's great. Yeah, lots of people out
and
there in
then
the
I'm
audience.
going to
Hi,
throw,
Chris. The gentleman who asked about whether you get a reading from a name alone has put up his birth date.
Mhm.
David Kieran, if I'm saying that improperly, I'm sorry, David.
Kieran. Yep.
Kieran. Yeah, Kieran. And his birth date is September 29th, 1952. You see anything beyond the veil for David?
okay, okay, for David, it's telling me that you're like a student, that person that loves to learn and gain knowledge and power. And then I was told to tell you that you are a person that's going to inherit what you work for and what, because you work hard for inheritance. It's not like going to be given to you, but I feel like inheritance is something that I feel for you. And it's weird. Hold on. I mean, I don't even know where you're from, but I keep getting. I actually want to say like the UK for some reason. I did pick up some other energies, but I don't think it's very faint. But I just felt like another area. I actually want to see the various different type lives that you've done, and you've always been. I want to say like a teacher or a person that shares knowledge. Um, and then I was told that a lot of that you hide your pain very well, and you have like a soul. I'm being told that I don't know if this is I'm being so telepathically. You're asking, will I be forgiven? I'm being told yes, and it's weird because I'm getting a weird sensation right here, like somebody's touching me. Like somebody just went like that. I'm getting a female for some reason. Actually, I'm saying, I'm getting all these damn names. Everybody wants to talk to me. Oh, goodness.
You get a lot of friends out there, my
Yeah.
friend.
The name that stands out starts with it. I do want to get. I'm actually getting. I get the name Emily. It's in the talk. Emily
Anne
or
Marie,
Emma
yes, Anne
starts with
Marie
an
Young
Yes.
says, "Read me, please, please, kind sir."
E. No, that's what I see. And I was told for Michelle, I know you messaged me privately, but we'll talk about it in a little bit. You said for me to look up something. Um, you know how it works. When the message comes, it just goes. So you might have to look at the replay. That's one thing that people don't get is that when the message comes, they're
Mhm.
like, blah, 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 they're talking and they're talking fast. So you got to be able to keep up. Once I say, once I say what needs to be said, it just, it just goes, it just goes. So you
In
just
and out.
download
Just
But
it and then it just disappears. Yeah, exactly. And
it's like a
it's weird
download.
because it happens so fast that yes, exactly, and the information comes so fast. So
I believe it.
okay.
I can't imagine.
It's like stream of consciousness kind of thing.
Don't even you know what for Kristen, this is what's crazy. I know that you read people too, and you know how it is, girl. It's I
I don't.
feel like we as people that are intuitive, I feel like we make it look easy. But you know what? I know that you say that you don't read people, but in a way, I feel like you're sensitive too. And I feel
Mhm.
like Chris is sensitive, but y'all are more like investigators to where you like to do your research to validate what maybe thoughts or feelings that you're getting.
Mhm.
And you like that validation with scientific objects. I don't know if that makes sense to you both, but that's what they're
It
trying to
does.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's
And
definitely what we're
I'm
find
doing.
out when
sensitive to sunlight,
Oh, come on.
but Kristen is definitely the more intuitive of the two of us.
Yeah, and that's what I feel from her. She's very intuitive, but she doesn't really want to be labeled as intuitive
That's
because
correct.
That is very correct.
what I'm mean is that she wants people to respect her as an individual.
Mhm.
That
You're
makes sense.
spot on.
And I feel like people come at her like, Kristen, can you tell me this? Kristen, can you tell me this? Or can you get a hold of Chris? Or can you do this? And you're just like, I can't. I just can't right now. I'm not
Hmm.
connected right now, so I'm not gonna sit here and tell you a lie. I only get information when I'm supposed to say it. That's what I'm being told to tell you. That it comes to you, but if you don't get nothing, you're very direct and say, I don't feel anything. Maybe it's not the time for you to know or know something. There.
Well, thank you. You were spot on with that,
Yeah,
definitely.
for
And
sure.
I am
So
like
that
that,
makes
but you are way more talented than I am. So,
And Kristen always says, go with your gut,
yes.
and that sounds like what you're doing. You're going just as soon as it comes, that information
Yeah.
hits. You got to get it out. Don't overthink it or try to analyze it. Just get it out.
hmm
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and then for Anne Marie, and then for Anne Marie, I know you wanted a reading, but I was told that that I feel like you're very, very talented in art, or this could be a past life and be and stuff. But I'm feeling like if you really put your gifts in perspective, you might not be the best artist, but you can kind of just feel the energy and just try the best. Um, what you need to, like what you need to sketch, you're gonna draw. Like if you see words going across, that's what you're gonna write down. So I do feel that that you're gonna be doing a lot. And then for Anne Marie, I do see the high priestess while being told that you're like a person of knowledge and wisdom. And with the high priestess, I actually want to say like I want to say like I don't know if this is present or past, but I see Wiccan slash pagan, and that's for Anne Marie. So I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah.
I'm sure she'll tell us. And thank you for that.
That's awesome. Lots of hellos out there from Pepe La Pew.
N-
I haven't seen Pepe La Pew in quite a few years. I do remember
Yes.
that cartoon.
We call ours Manville Manny.
Manville Manny, that's right.
It's a
We have
big
an
skunk.
unusual
Yeah,
amount of skunks in this neighborhood, and
it's weird.
I don't know why that is. Kind of stinks. Oh,
Oh, where's the
ta-dum-bum. Oh,
button?
where's the button?
As long as it's not that damn kind of button.
Right. Dominique says hello, Chris. Moni Moni. Hello, hello.
Got that stuck in my head
And
now.
Bonnie.
Laura.
Laura Smith says
I
I
know.
would love a
Yes.
read.
Yeah. But you know what? But it's crazy because you know what I do feel is that like I was telling you, time goes by fast when you do a reading, and then you have to be so unexpected, you know. But to me, it's always okay. Thank you, Anne Marie. You're validating me. Thank you. Um, it just I mean, the people that ask those questions with, like, do you connect your names? Yes, I do. Um, the date of birth, I kind of connect with that too, but it just comes in different forms. And sometimes with the gift, that the way it comes to me, so since I do remote viewing, clairvoyant, and all the clairs,
Hmm.
sometimes
All the
one clair
Claires.
might
Those
come
players.
stronger than another. So I might just hear like a sound or a sense of smell,
Hmm.
and then I'll just see like a little bit of clairvoyance, and then it goes with remote viewing, and I'm thinking it's just all at once. So there's not one specific thing that comes like full strength. I think my clairvoyant comes in very strong when it comes to my vision to premonition. But when it comes to reading people, it just it's like everything just comes the way it's supposed to. And then when y'all were talking about um, skunks, I do have medicine cards, and in the medicine card, the the same card, the represents um, reputation. So there must be some kind of reputation of how you represent yourself and how others, I guess, see you as their main coach, and how you approach others is what's very important. So there's going to be meaning that when y'all see skunks, I'm being told that that is your, okay, that was weird. That is your medicine totem right now. So it's basically your reputation speaks for itself. Don't ask me what I said. That was just, yeah.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Let's see, Amy Anna Soto says hello. And Nikki Dole says, I'm in the UK. May I have a reading, please? There's actually a whole lot of people out here. Oh, I will try to get to you guys, and
I know.
appreciate it. And we really appreciate you coming on and taking the time
Yes.
to jump on us and coming on tonight.
Hang out with Chris
You know,
Garcia.
Yeah.
you know what's crazy is that when I sent you that stuff that I sent you, and that's the thing, guys. I don't know if y'all know this, but both of them got both T-shirts, and they did not expect it. When I sent it to them, they're like, "You didn't
Oh,
Yeah,
no
that's
way.
right.
And I'm
You
like,
know what? I didn't even think of it.
"That
I
must
should
be
have wore
good."
we should have wore our
Yeah.
t-shirts tonight. We didn't even think of that.
We were
We
You
were
don't
we are too, but we do wear them.
it's
So
okay. You
Yes.
that's cool.
don't. It is
I like it because it says readings by Chris, and
Yeah.
that's my name. I'm like, no, it's
Yeah.
not me. You know, it's not me at all.
It's Chris Garcia.
No, but I'm glad that I came in more short notice, because to me it means a lot.
No, we
Thank you.
Because
appreciate it. It means a
Yeah, we
lot to us.
appreciate you
I
coming
do
on.
feel that whoever and I just, as long as people give me a short notice, I'll come on. But if I'm busy, I could, doing something, then I'll be like, you know what, I can't make it. But I do
Oh
feel
yeah,
that there
we
was
would
a
have understood.
reason
But,
Yeah,
you
we
know,
most definitely would have
for
understood
the
that.
if we had
yeah,
folks who don't know, we had a last minute cancellation.
Mhm.
Just
yeah.
no fault of the gas, just
Yeah.
miscommunication, and we reached out, and Chris was able to. You were scheduled coming next week, so we moved everything up a week. We get you on now.
So we appreciate
welcome to the
that.
show.
Thank you.
Nikki in the UK. Oh, I guess some Pepe La Pew like their jokes. La Pew.
I'm looking at to see if somebody had a question.
Yes, it was Nikki Dole. She said,
So
she
she was
says,
asking,
I'm in the UK. May I have a reading, please?
and she sends some hearts and some love.
Okay, so um, for Nikki, what I was told to tell you that you're a person that's very productive, and you just kind of like you want everything just fast and very up to speed, and you just have this beautiful energy to it, that can talk to you. And then I can see like a place it would be, I'm not gonna say like a manager of some sort. Is what I'm seeing from that. I kind of feel like there is some kind of strong energy around you. And then I kind of feel like there's a woman. I want to say she's about, mm, I want to say I'm just guessing like 5'6", real curly hair. I want to say she's like your great grand. Okay, that was weird. They're actually correcting me. She's your great grandmother. Um, she's there to guide you. And then she told me something about the water fountain or the water. She's very connected to water. Um, okay. And then I'm being told that she was a nurturer, and I'm being told that you, almost gonna say, for some reason, I see like a necklace, and I see like a circle with all these weird lines. I can't describe what it's almost like a protection seal is what I'm seeing. And then I'm told that you come from a very family that's nurtured and that you're blessed into what you do. And it's weird 'cause I actually feel like I feel like I'm feeling like I want to cry for some reason. Like I'm just crying, like I'm just over emotional, like overwhelmed, just like, and then I'm getting my hands are kind of sweating. That's what I'm seeing for you. But I do feel that you have a lot of things, and then I'm also told that you had wishes, like the nine of cups comes up, and every time when something in the past didn't happen, like when you pick something, something always messed up, and then there was always something. But I was told that you have a big faith and everything, and I want to say like feels like things have changed for you. Um, and then I keep seeing like I want to say Archangel Michael, but I see, and then I see Gabrielle around you. So you have a lot of angels, and then I see Saint Benedict too, protecting you from anything that's malevolent, and I see like
Fascinating.
a metal. With okay,
How does
and
that
that's what I
sound?
see.
You
Yep.
keep
Thank you, Bridget.
said very true.
Excellent.
I did.
Excellent. All right.
That's great.
Get a couple of questions. Maybe these will be a little easier. We don't want to drain you. I feel like a
Yeah.
vampire asking you to do these readings. Like, you know, it's a lot to jump from person to person. You must be tired. You got a question here that was kind of specific.
No,
Donna
I'm good.
Stacy Partlow says, I was told I have a female guide and ancestor who was also my guardian angel. Is it my sister or grandma? Please, says Donna.
I think it's
Sassy, sassy, sassy,
Yeah, like that.
sassy Donna Partlow.
So she wants to know if it was her sister or what?
Or her
grandmother.
grandmother. She was told by somebody she has a female spirit guide, an ancestor who is her guardian angel. And she's wondering if it's her sister or her grandmother, or maybe it's somebody else completely different.
Okay, that's weird. When I look into it, when I close my eyes, actually, I want to say like your sister for some
Sister.
reason, and then I was told, that, yeah, yeah, and I kind of get that feeling like she's telling me to tell you that have you have missed her a lot. You do miss your grandma, but you feel like a part of, and she passed, part of you went with her. Okay, and then I got the word. Yeah, it was weird. They're all talking to me. Hold on, I'm not talking. Actually, I'm gonna say I'm hearing cancer, something to do with cancer. I keep getting that cancer feeling. It's crazy. I don't want to pinpoint what the cancer is, but I keep seeing the heart. So there must have been heart something. And it's weird because I hear like the word tumor. Why I just felt that was so weird. Um, I'm being told that she's going kisses at you, and she says, "Listen to me, girlfriend. You're not listening. You need to pay attention to your guide. You kind of feel like you kind of like second guess yourself. You hear something and then you do the total opposite, and then when you find out the result or something, you're just like, I was just thinking that." So, what I was told to tell you is start following with your heart, not with your mind. And this is a method that works for me. So you might want to just also give them, I want to say, clear court, okay? And what you can do to talk to them is close your eyes and ask who is talking to you, and then the person you get, trust it, and then they say, when you hear, because you're going to be hearing two voices. I'm being told everybody hears two voices. So you go with the first one that keeps repeating itself, and that's how you know you trust yourself. Okay, that's how you know the information comes to you. The first thing that you hear is what you're gonna say. Okay, now for Dominic, um, I was told to tell you that you did lose a friend. I feel like you're about to cry because he it was weird because they're showing me the night of swords. I feel like you dream of him, but he comes to you, but he comes to you like in peace, and I feel like you just can't stop thinking about him because I feel like he has to get something to himself. If he wouldn't have done something, I was told that he would still be alive. And I feel like a part of you, like you blame yourself that I should have told him or he didn't listen. Okay. And then I see something with the medical field, so the Ten of Wands is coming up. And I'm being told that there's something about the medical field. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm getting medical stuff. But I'm being told as I'm telling you this, I feel like you're crying, like you just can't stop crying. I feel like you got these uh, sour, sore cheeks because you've been crying. He's been on your mind a lot. But maybe you just, okay, that was weird. He's telling me for you to light a candle of the Holy Spirit for him so you can have peace. And he's saying, I miss you. I'm sorry. Okay. So please comment below if that makes sense to you. Sorry guys, I was getting a little emotional on that one.
Oh, that's understandable. I imagine some of the information you get is not always pleasant or can be sad.
Mm-mm. Um, if what's crazy is it's funny that you say that, because I've had readings where I've even predicted death, and that's kind of scary. That's something that nobody really knows, but there's times I've predicted death, and it's been just
Hmm.
right on point. Like I can give people a time frame, like not to be precise, but I give them like a certain amount of time of how long they have. um, and the information sometimes that, sometimes when I read people, sometimes I feel like, just COVID wasn't so bad. I wish I could get everybody a hug, but I could do virtual hugs, but it's not the same. I feel like people that are here in the local area get to see me hug me, but others, I feel like when they want that hug from me, but they're so far away. And I tell my friends that I love them. All my friends I love them. And to be honest with you, it is hard. When the messages come through. Um, but the thing is
If you
that
see if you see somebody's
it
timeline
it just
getting ready to
yeah
expire, do you tell them, or does that hit
Mm.
you and stop you in your tracks and say, "Oh, not today,
yeah
not
yeah.
today."
And what's crazy? What is weird? She just posted and said that that was true,
Mm-hmm.
and that she said she was with his medical. So so
Mm-hmm.
I was told, Dominic,
Awesome.
don't feel so bad. And it's weird. I don't know why I'm being told this. This may be a little bit too much information. Um, but I almost want to say Dominic too. Like, this is weird. I actually want to say there's two females around him that they're actually, and this is the worst thing that people can do. Either they wished him death, like they wanted him to die, or they did something to where, like, somebody did some dirty work for them. And I don't know why, but I kind of get like this overdosing feeling. I don't know That makes any sense. But like right now, I'm feeling like very lightheaded as I'm saying that. So that kind of feels me. Okay, that's weird. Okay, head is what I got. Head, boom, head. I don't know why that was
Yeah.
weird.
Oh man.
Okay, that was too much information.
Uh, yeah.
Okay,
For
I gotta tell
Liz
you because all the
Liz
information came to
Melton
me
had a
really.
question for you and a lot of comments here. Oh, he's still. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm getting lost in some of these comments. Sorry, guys. There's a
Go
lot
ahead.
of
I know.
comments in here.
It's I've been trying to monitor them. Yes. Yeah, Liz Milne has a lot.
Oh yeah. Dominic says it's true, and I do miss him, and it was with his medical. And let's get some crying emojis going.
Yeah, she does.
Brother, she says.
Oh,
Sorry, Dom. Yeah, it's a lot of
Um,
news, right? So
Dominic, yeah,
it's hard
that's a lot of information.
to convey that if you
And
hear
then for
that
Bridget,
message.
for yeah, and then for Bridget, you said that is there a haunted place that you're drawn to?
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's a
And I
great.
feel like with that, I actually want to say, I actually want to say that there is, to me, they're actually telling me it's like an abandoned building for some reason. I don't know why I keep seeing the word abandoned building. And it's weird because I actually want to say something to do with children with that, something to do with children. Um, I feel like there's an area where there's like it was more like I want to say like a medical. I don't want to say it's like a hospital. I want to say it's more of a. I can't pronounce. I can't think of the word because everything's coming to me so fast. You know what's crazy, guys? It's in this because I'm doing all these readings. The pressure is like, yeah, I'm getting this pulsing feeling, and it's weird because that's never happened to me. So I don't know if I'm feeling people's death or pain or what. It must be the empathic part that's kicking in. Um, but it's so weird because when she's asking me about the haunted location, I feel like it. I actually want to feel like it's a school that she said, and it's kind of a place where there's children, and the only thing that comes up to me is being mistreated. That's what I get with that, mistreated or just neglected, like they didn't pay attention to them. I don't know if that makes sense, Bridget, but please let me
Wow.
know.
That's a great question.
Hey, and just so you know,
Yeah.
Chris, we can go. We don't have to adhere strictly to the time, but I don't want to keep
Yes.
you here longer than you are able to stay. But I didn't want you to worry about the time too much. We can go over. There isn't a
Mhm.
show on after
After
us
us.
tonight, so we're good to go.
But we don't want to take your energy away from you either. If you, you know, want to
Exactly,
leave,
exactly,
and
exactly. I just
come
didn't want
back
you
another
worrying about
time you can. We just don't want to overexert you.
it. So Liz Millen had a question here, and that was
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty good one. Hi, Chris. Is it my husband
I'm
that
going
is
to
by
go.
my side? Chris, it's Liz from Scotland.
And right now, when I look down, actually, yeah, I actually, yeah, I want to say like a very, yes, he couldn't talk for some reason. Like his voice was distorted for some reason. He said yes, but it very faintly. So, I want to see that he's around you. And he's telling me, oh, I know you miss me. Um, promise that you will see me again when it's your time. I'll be there at the gateway waiting for you. So that's already telling me that he's going to be there waiting.
Wow.
Um, but for now, until that time is coming, I would say this. whenever you want to talk to him, I would say to surround yourself with protection, to make sure that nobody else comes through or allows in your sacred space. So what I was told to tell you is to shield yourself with white light and talk to him, because there might be a lot of other people that might want to talk to you, because they know that you have that ability to talk to his dead, and then spell, especially because the veil is so thin, you really have to have kind of boundaries. I know that being a gifted person, we don't want to have those boundaries because we want to help everybody, but not everybody has uh, intent to be so grateful when the messages come in. Some people can be mean. If they were mean in life, they can be mean that. And then there's some other entities you got to deal with those when you talk to him. But the only thing I could recommend is just protect yourself. Um, but I do feel that he comes in very strong, very, very strong. And he says that he's very proud of it.
That's really good. Well, what do you recommend people do to protect themselves from malevolent spirits or unkind
Well,
spirits?
what I would say is just to use, okay, that was weird. Wheatgrass, that's what they were telling me. You can use tourmaline, salt, um,
The
for
crystal.
anything that has an entity. Crystal, yes. And I would say that with the Star of David, for some reason they're just throwing that out. Weird.
Yeah, started.
Sure.
Um, and to get a seal of all the seven, to get this, to get the seal of all the archangels, because demonic spirits or relevant spirits don't like anything that has anything to do with archangels. They stay away. So if you want to do that, you can do that.
And is this to
I would
Liz
say the
in
most thing that
particular
comes
or
in very
just
strong
in
with
general?
protection.
Sorry.
This is this is in general.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. There were a
We weren't
couple
too
The
of
other
sure.
thing
Yeah.
that
unusual
comes
things there. I
really,
didn't know if they were particular
yeah,
to Liz.
yeah. So what you can do is use Palo Santo. That's one that comes in very
Oh yeah,
strong,
Palo Santo.
and
We like that.
Oh,
sweetgrass. And if
yes.
you can get sweetgrass, with seed, so just get that, and that's
Sweetgrass. Yeah.
something that's very
Hmm.
native, and it has a very, very protective energy to it.
Great. And as thank yous for all of these, just so
So
you know, I'm not sure
Yes.
which page you're watching us on, which platform. We're on a few, um, but everybody is appreciative. Uh, Donna mentioned brother, right? We did that. Oh, Pepe La Pew, with a mysterious name. He's more mysterious than the Mr. Pibb.
That's so funny.
Mm.
Oh, Money asks, is my
Oh, I
son
have
okay?
that. For that, who asked?
Money?
Oh, I was told yes, he's okay. I was told he's fine. And then for Pep, Pep, I can't even pronounce your name. Um, I was told to tell you, um, keep on kicking, keep your head up. And I was told to tell you to get, hold on, I don't know why, but I'm seeing like the bracelet with all the saints. I could give him that protection, get that strong feeling. And then I was also supposed to tell you to get a stone that is very good when it comes with computers and stuff like that. So I was supposed to tell you to get this charm that keeps the EMF, so you won't feel like kind of strange. You might want to get that. Just look up I can't think of the name right now. It's a necklace that you can wear. It keeps the EMF from laptops, computers, phones to protect you from EMF. So, yeah. I can't think of what
Excellent.
it's called right now. I have it in the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it.
I'd like to remind the listeners, too, they can get in touch with you by calling 210-974-3470 for a reading, or they can email you at Garcia, Garcia, 187 blue love at gmail.com. It's in our ticker if you can see the screen. But if you're listening to this on audio, you'll have to get that Gmail. Also, Chris is available on Facebook and other social media outlets. I see you everywhere, Chris.
Mhm.
My Facebook is full of Chris Garcia.
Yes, it is
I
mine
also
I think that's a good thing.
I do have TikTok. I do have TikTok. I have
You got a
Instagram.
TikTok?
Uh,
You ticking the
I have
talking?
Twitter. Yes, I do. I mean, I haven't done any stuff on there, but I just advertise the stuff that I have, like my merchandise. Um, but in case if somebody can't find me on Facebook and you're not a Facebook person, you can find me on either Instagram, Psychic Garcia together underscore 79, or you can put Psychic Kid together underscore 23. Those are two Instagrams, not just one. I can't think my Twitter off the top of my head. I wish I knew, but there is other platforms that I'm on. I'm even on that link. I can't pronounce that word. It's on LinkedIn or Linky or something
LinkedIn.
like that.
LinkedIn,
I'm
yeah.
on that
Yes.
platform too.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know
Get
if y'all know how
LinkedIn,
to
get
spell
linked
that,
up.
but if y'all want the information, yeah, so you can find me on there too. Um, but I'm just starting out myself, and then if anybody wants my merchandise like pins and lanyards and stuff, I give all that for free. People want to advertise me and stuff,
Matches.
and stuff like that. So the only thing I do, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
matches and the matches. What's
I
funny?
love that. It's great advertising and
The
it's cool stuff.
matches.
Absolutely.
We gave away some of those pens at the
It's
Paracon we
weird
did.
because the matches
Just never know,
are so popular.
where it ends up.
Yeah, the matches are so popular because those matches, people tell me they're like, I haven't seen this in years.
Right? We
Right?
haven't.
That's
So
true. I haven't
yeah,
seen a pumpkin matches in a while. And you'd think
So,
I would.
yeah, that was the great idea
We
too.
would come across. So we do appreciate that.
Yes, thank
Chris,
you
I don't know how
again.
you're feeling. Did
you
you want to
okay?
go longer? You done for the night?
I'm
How are you feeling?
I'm good.
You good? You want to do another one?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Pepe La Pew.
You can do like another one.
Well, yeah, I don't think we really got to Pepe.
Yeah.
We're going to say something like your future stinks, but we would never tell a joke like
It's terrible. Sorry.
that.
He's bad. Nah, but the only thing is that I love what I do, and I don't know if y'all still want me on next month, but let me know, Chris and Christine, if y'all want me, and if
All
not,
right.
then this makes up for that, But
Yeah, no,
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
we moved you up a week. I think you were going to come on
my.
next week, and
Right.
we'll probably move that out a little bit. But let's see, we can talk anytime. You're welcome anytime.
Yes.
We do appreciate it, and I know we had a lot of people out in the chat. There's more people we didn't get to.
We're
but
sorry.
sorry, guys, you're gonna have to reach out to Chris directly.
Mhm.
Call him at 210-974-3470. Look for him on social media and email him at garcia187bluelove@gmail.com. And you'll be good to go. We get a real reading, get a little more in depth in a little time, right? But we really appreciate it. We appreciate you stepping up and coming out and talking to our folks and all these peeps, and get a lot of fans out there, Chris. It's a pretty awesome thing, and
Yeah, it is.
we appreciate
You're
it.
doing great. Thank you again.
So
Thank
we'll be
you.
on Saturday night with Bigfoot and the Bunny, and our guest this week is
I have no idea right now.
Mr. Riggy.
Oh, it's Robert Riggy.
Robert
That's
Riggy.
Right.
Robert Riggy.
Thank
yes,
you.
I'm sorry. But wow, we're a little slow tonight.
It's too-
Sorry, guys.
Don't forget to check out Shay Carroll's Paranormal Buzz Radio. We had her
That's
on
right.
last
She
week.
was our guest last week. And yeah, we'll We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys Saturday. Thanks a lot.
Bye bye.